talked about England, France, Brazil, Argentina, Germany to a degree, Spain. Let's talk about, is there any dark horses? Teams that no one's really talking about or focusing on that could go quite far in the tournament. I'll start with AJ.
Nah, let's go to him.
No, it came to you.
No, go. You go.
Mine was simple. Spain. I think it's disrespectful that no one's talking about Spain because they're just gonna choke you off possession. Spain for sure. Wherever Germany is, you see me waving their flag.
But Spain, Germany, they've got that cachet. Apart from they're not being talked about, but we know in the bookies' favourites, they're in the top 10. Let's think about teams that...
Well, I think there are teams like Portugal, I think have a phenomenal squad.
I can't call them dark horses with that squad.
You don't think so, no? Okay.
No, with that squad is mad.
Okay, fair enough.
When you look at the quality.
Right now, you know what? Wanted me to say something mad.
He wants you to say Japan.
So think about like...
He wants to say Japan.
Someone like Serbia, Denmark, any of those kind of teams that could do quite well, you think, in the World Cup?
When we start mentioning them, we're heading towards fairy tale land. I want to be sensible.
So when Croatia went to the finals, like in 2018, were you saying that's?
But Croatia had a good team.
But Serbia's got good players.
Name me 3.
What about
Mitrovic?
I love it. A few years ago, Mitrovic was a Champions League player. Now Mitrovic's going to win World Cups. I like it. Carry on.
I'm talking about dark horses.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll throw my own nation of Ghana in it.
Come on, GH. Stand up.
Do you know why? Can I say this on air? Ghana, the whole footballing structure in Ghana is atrocious.
I think
and for me, that's just the bottom line. They're not going nowhere. They're not going any... Bro, they are not going... Do you know what? There was a point where I was like, oh, Ghana, same group as Uruguay. Ghana will get revenge and get through. In fact, I want Uruguay to spank Ghana.
I'll say this, yeah.
Do you know why? Ghana will never... Listen, you can't run your country's football association the way you do and expect to succeed on a pitch. There's no way. Listen.
When you guys finish, I've got a story about the Ghana.
No. I think
it's embarrassing,
I don't
bro.
think that's an argument. I think that is a conversation for another time. I completely agree.
Yeah, okay.
I completely agree. But in relation to the question you asked, yeah.
Your dark horse is Ghana. Mine's Senegal.
Okay.
See, here's the point I was going to make here. You see these African teams, yeah? Even if they go toe-to-toe with some of these big hitters that are in their group stages, yeah? It's a win for them. You see what I mean? It's a win for them. You don't need Ghana to get to the final for it to be... If it does, it's like Leicester winning the Premier League. If Ghana or even Senegal make their way through the group stage and maybe, God forbid, they go through the last 16, I think it's a great win for these national teams because of how things are run. Because of the stability isn't great there. You see what I'm saying? And so for them to do that, it's already a win. But if you're talking about dark horses, I would love to see that. Would they be able to get there? I don't think so. I think if we're talking about, in relation to the question you asked, dark horses, and they can't be like teams that have got top footballers and stuff like that, I think Uruguay is always out there for a shout. I like Uruguay. I think the way they're going about their stuff is what's the word I'm looking for?
What are you thinking? What about USA?
They need some more time. They need more time. I'm not judging USA in this World Cup. I'll judge them in 26.
Okay, it'll be a home one. AJ, dark horses. You said Senegal, right?
I can't say Holland, can I? Because they've got a bit of pedigree about them. I think I'd throw Holland and Senegal. I think Holland have just quietly gone about their business, and the squad isn't bad. There's no superstar in the squad.
Holland.
In Holland, there's no superstar. There's no one who's...
What about Van Disney?
Van
Disney.
Van Disney.
He's not a superstar like that, guys, please. There's no real superstar like we'd say Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Neymar, Harry Kane. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's no superstar.
I've even surpassed that category.
Who?
Superstar.
Who?
Messi.
No, but you know what I mean. Okay, yeah, but you get the drift of what I'm trying to say. There's no that. So the Holland team is like, okay, you've got some top club players, the top level players, and I just feel like if they can just gel, I think we could see something special from Holland.
In Holland, it's funny. Holland went through a period where they had top attacking players and no defenders.
And no defenders. Now it's the flip, isn't it? Because you look at offensively, it's Memphis, and he's not even played much at Barca, but I think Holland and Senegal, my dark horses.
Van Gaal is a football terrorist as well. Man.
Yo, bro, that
the way that he hates Manchester United, I almost respect it. He said to Timber, "If you go there, you will not see him in Qatar. You will not see the shores of Qatar."
How?
Because he knows how the place is run.
Yeah.
He said it's another player as well. If you go to Manchester United, it's finished. You're finished.
Naturally, the Dutch have never been big on sending their young talents to United.
It's big time. And
they've never really been.
As you can see with any Dutch player that has gone through Man United, it's not gone well. So,
Tima, tell us your story about Ghana, the national team, and then give us your dark horse.
In 2019, so our family, my granddad has a hotel who he's left to the family, and early one morning.
See me about that later. I'm gonna go Ghana. So.
Early one morning, there was a ruckus. I got up and I got changed, came down. I was like, what's going on? The Ghana FA, they were fighting each other. Like physically fighting each other. Like in the grounds of the
How can you tell me this story? And then you can also try and tell me that come on.
Over money. It was over money as well.
In fact,
physically
don't let
fighting.
me pray tonight that Ghana won't even make to Qatar. Don't let me pray that something will just happen and then they'll be like, we can't send the squad.
Guys, I think
we'll talk about Ghana another time, man.
In the running the run of the organisation, behind the national team, not only Ghana, I think a big part of the whole of Africa, can be called into question. I completely get that, and I think that's a conversation for another time, honestly, because I'll be one of the ones to really rip into them. But I'm just looking at the fact that they are at the World Cup. Yeah, we've done really well with ourselves. We've sold the national team to a lot of players. Whether some of them is just an opportunity to go and play at the World Cup, well, that's fine. Let's go and play the World Cup and see what we can do from that. I also think, though, the more good players, if a good player see another good player being drawn in, the more likely they are to stay on.
But when you have your effort, just to add a little bit of context to that story, they're fighting over money, but not money. They were having votes. So imagine you're going to bribe your brother and your brother hasn't voted for you, and then you're fighting in the grounds of a hotel and you're not even embarrassed by it. I think the thing about Ghana is Schlupp is not going. Why? You're telling me that there are.
Sorry, to interject. Have they put a team out? Because I haven't seen it.
Schlupp's agent came out and said he's not going. Do you know why? Because the manager hasn't seen him play.
Bro.
And this is Nigeria. You should be ashamed that this nation, whose manager is not picking players because he hasn't seen them play, beat you to go to the World Cup. Imagine.
And just to add a little bit of salt and pepper on this, there is not one player in that Ghana squad that will be released that has ever won the Premier League. But the guy that has been playing week in, week out, and is experienced, Jeffrey Schlupp, has been omitted from the squad.
Oh yeah, he was at Leicester, isn't it, when they won it?
Bro, when you deep some of the decisions that
he plays in the same team as Jordan Ayew. How can you tell me that you have not seen him play? He plays in the same team as Jordan Ayew.
Access to television is hard in Ghana.
No. So Tima, give us your dark horse.
My dark horse would have been Senegal or the Netherlands as well. Yeah. I think looking at Netherlands, I was looking at that back line. I was like, wow, because obviously Bodman from Newcastle?
Yeah.
Didn't get into the squad.
Yeah.
So I was thinking,
I was like, raw.
What's going on?
Then I saw the squad. I was like,
I was like,
how's he gonna get into that? Yeah.
Bro, that squad is.
Then Botman didn't get in.
No.
Bro, the defensive side of what they picked is solid. Even midfield wise,
they do have a top defense.
It's very nice. The midfield is very cushy as well. By the way,
and I just think to myself, Van Gaal, if he gets them to click, it's like that workhorse mentality. I think they could do a lot of business. I think Senegal is the best African hope in the World Cup, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that was before Mane.
Oh yeah.
But he's been selected for the squad, so let's see what they can do.
Being selected is.
Listen, prayer and faith.
Even if Mane was on a wheelchair, he would still go to the World Cup.
Of course.
It's true. He's their nation's sweetheart.
Yeah.
But rightly so. Let's see.
But I think without him, it's going to be a bit difficult.
Yeah. It is.
Chuba Moting's in great form.
Who?
Wait, no, Chuba plays for Cameroon.
I mean, look, Liverpool haven't been able to find a solution to Mane leaving, let alone the nation of
Senegal.
Let's talk about who will be. You can say it's a player or a team. Who will be the biggest flop, disappointment in the tournament?
England.
Argentina.
It's all right.
Bro,
We're looking at you for you to pick. No, we're looking at you for you to pick your team.
No, but I don't even think Argentina will be a flop as a thing.
No one asked you to explain what others have said. Just say your team that you think will be a flop. You're so emotional today.
Do you know why I'm saying that?
Oh my
Because they are not a team looked at to do anything in the World Cup, bar Messi. But anyway, a team that will flop, yeah. If you've got it, do you want to say?
I would have said England.
England.
See, when he heard Argentina, he's just...
I got
England, Argentina.
Oh yeah, you said Argentina. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I
know what you want to say, man. Just say.
Do you think
we can't even say Belgium anymore, can we?
Oh, clear off. I didn't want to.
It's almost expected.
Yeah.
Man.
I know you want to say Brazil with your chest.
No, guys. I don't want to revisit this. Yeah, my point I was making about Brazil is we are on Brazil. Yeah, we jumped on them like what's that animal? A camel. Yeah.
Just say it with your chest. Just say you want to. I know you want to say it.
I'll put it this way. If Brazil don't get to the semi-finals, yeah, let's say they even get to the quarterfinals and they get knocked out. It will be a big failure for Brazil, the national team of Brazil. I'll put it that way. But whether a team that I think will flop, honestly, is very hard for me to say right now. It's very hard. No team is popping up in my mind. And sometimes you have these things.
So this is the same guy who was crying on his knees for me to talk about Trent. Now you're here saying, "Oh, I don't know. I don't have a team. I can't one."
No team comes in my mind.
Welcome to Coach Dan.
And it's okay. It's okay to be in this mode I'm in right now.
The thing is, your eyes. I know you want to say Brazil. Just say it, man.
I guarantee you, between these beautiful 2 years, in my mind, Brazil didn't come up.
Do you not think he wants to say Brazil?
Of course he wants.
Do you not think he wants to say Brazil?
Oh, you don't know this guy. Please.
Why? Because I put them. I read them apart a second ago.
Me, I know. I can feel it. The energy.
Not at all. Look, I'm thinking. If I was to put, I would always look at failure when you in the context you asked will be the teams that are classed as favourites. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So of course, then France will be in there, then Brazil will be in there. All these teams that you've mentioned, I think there's a good reason why we think they should be favourites, right? And for a long time, Belgium has been the world's best team, and they failed every single time, and they've slowly gone down the pecking order. So, like I said, if Brazil, I think, don't reach the semi-final, or even the final, I think is a failure for Brazil. Because yes, no matter how bad I ripped into them, they've got very good footballers. They have done. No one disagreed with that. My point was we need to calm down. The same vim, with the same vim, we speak about Brazil can be spoken about England, because we're talking about players. Really though, when you look at their team, let's not go there anyway.
Yeah, let's not
go there. So I suppose I've mentioned at least those two teams.
Okay, who do we think would be top goal scorer, coach?
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is a tight one though, because it's injury dependent as well.
Top goal scorer. Messi. I'll give it to Messi. Whichever Chelsea player is there, say it. Let's go move on.
She's gonna say Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz.
Say it, let's move on.
Kai Havertz.
You also say let's move on. Come on.
Benzema.
I think Kai Havertz or
Benzema if he's
Mbappe.
fit.
I'll say Neymar.
Jeez! That was a shock to my system.
Look at me. Can we just say, I forgot about Belgium.
There's nothing to
There's
remember.
nothing to forget.
There's nothing to remember.
Roberto Martinez looks like a salsa teacher, so no wonder they haven't succeeded.
You know him, He must be very good in the boardroom. The way
I think
he's the FA to stay there for that long.
I think the way he delivers the projects to them
is second to none. He's got Terry back, innit?
Yeah.
It's Terry back.
Look at that building.
Who do we think will be player of the tournament?
Neymar. Go straight away. You're gonna probably say Messi. So, Tima.
Player of the tournament. Wow.
Do you know what? Actually, I'll say Neymar and I don't know, Neymar or Jude. If Jude is released to play football,
I was hoping another question will come us in.
Are we going to say player and a young player? Are we doing player, young player?
They usually do that.
I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay, sorry. Neymar for me.
I think it very much depends who wins it.
They do tend to pick by who's gone to the final stuff.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But then let's say like Giroud does a madness and scores like, I don't know, 8 goals during the group stage and then France get knocked out in the 16. You can't look past him.
I haven't studied like the
journeys to the final.
Journey to the final.
Yeah, they're interesting.
And I don't know if you're gonna ask this. Are you gonna ask who you think is gonna be in the final?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so I'll hold on.
Maybe Gavi. Maybe.
Wow.
Of the tournament, yeah?
Yeah.
Player of the tournament.
I think...
Of the whole of Qatar. World Cup.
I think...
2022.
I just think that Spain are going to do something. I think they're going to go under the radar and go quite far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we have it. Gavi, Neymar, Messi.
Who do you think?
I'm fine to go with that. I think Mbappe. I think Mbappe will be fine as well.
Yeah.
I think Mbappe will be fine.
Player of the tournament. I think I'd go for Neymar as well. Top scorer.
Thank you.
Top scorer, best player.
Player to watch.
Jude.
Yeah, I was going to say Jude.
I'll say Musiala.
Oh, he could be player of the tournament, you know.
That's a good shout.
I think he's going to be young player.
Well, actually, no. Can I change my mind?
Hey!
Play of the tournament. Play of the tournament.
Musiala.
You reckon, yeah?
I think he's got a good shout. I think he's quality.
I think
very, very good.
Just when you look at the Germany squad, I was saying this yesterday to one of my friends, like you can't see a recognised goal scorer or striker who will score goals for them.
Yeah.
So the onus will be on the midfielders and the attacking
But
players.
they can get goals from midfield. Sane.
Exactly, this is my point.
Yeah.
Musiala, Sane, Muller, all in.
But Havertz
Gnabry,
they're all in
That's
great
a sign of a
form.
good team.
Yeah, they're all in
In
great
tournament,
form.
yeah, if you can spread the goals around,
That's good.
Exactly.
it bodes well.
That's
for
what I
you.
was saying to my friend yesterday because we done a sweepstake and I got Germany and I was like, I'm very happy with this because they haven't got a striker. And he was like, oh, but if they ain't got a striker, and I was like, that's the beauty of it. But yeah, Musiala for me.
Player to watch. Who did
Player
you
to
say?
watch. I'll throw Gavi in there. I'll throw Jude in there. I like Musiala as well. And I like Claudio Reyna. I like a lot of players.
Yeah, he's good, but it's dependent on how his team.
I get it.
If it was Dortmund, then I'd be like, oh yeah, but USA, I don't know.
I think all these players are in for a good shout, man.
Yeah.
So final one. Who's going to win it all? Who wants to go first?
You can't come to me.
Why? We know what you're gonna say,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't even have to come to me. Let's start.
but just let the people know.
I think the final, if it allows, I'm looking to a Spain and Argentina final. That's what I'm putting down for my final. And if you don't know who I'm hoping will win, take a closer look at my shirt. Let's zoom in.
It's tight. Gonna shock everyone. I'm gonna say Portugal will win it.
Wow.
Yep.
We've gone a lot. This is one of the very few times we've spoken about a global
Tournament.
event like this and never mentioned CR7.
Exactly, that's what I think they're gonna win it. I'm telling you, it's just set up for them to win it. All the stuff that's been happening at club level, I just feel like, yeah. Of course, we've heard about, the whole thing about Argentina and Messi and the final, and then if he wins it, it falls on a certain date and all this stuff.
I
don't believe in that stuff.
Any of those stuff.
I believe in CR7, and I think he'll fire Portugal to win it.
Argentina will win.
Yeah?
Yeah, they'll win the tournament.
Very sensible guy.
I think it's going to be a European team again.
I reckon.
Ooh, but
That's fair.
oh yeah.
I think
I hope you're thinking England. Don't look any further than your Southgate team.
Conservative Southgate.
I think it will be a European team, and I can't decide.
I feel like we're leaning Spain.
Spain or Germany.
See, Germany's not a bad shout. Spain.
Spain or Germany.
Spain are a very emotional team as well, by the way.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Spain or Germany. I think it's definitely going to be European. Almost certainly.
Fair enough.
Wow.
No France.
No.
She doesn't like Mbappe, and Mbappe's the key to France. So
I also think that midfield is too inexperienced, and I think
it depends how you look at it. You know, you look and say it's inexperienced. In a way, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what
that could be a good thing, and that would also mean they have a lot of energy.
But they're also
thinking about the time of the season that we're in. These are going to be players that won't be fatigued. You look at these young players; they've been playing on. Look at the best midfielders now, like Modric. Modric can't go there and play every game, every minute.
But Modric will turn up against France and knock them out by himself
if he's able to play. You get the point I'm making. Whereas here, if this was at the end of the season, he would have got a bit of rest and he can go again. With where we are in the season, a player like Modric at his age, cannot go there and play every minute, which his team requires him to do. I don't think he can handle that. I don't think his body can.
I also think that France, from what I remember, are not in great form.
They're not.
Like England.
Tournament football is fine. Tournament football is fine. If you're at the tournament
football's like
tournament football.
Like FA
I
Cup
guess like you win one game and that's enough.
Yeah.
You just build the momentum.
Every game is basically like a final. You don't know what's gonna happen until you step on the pitch. So
you look at Italy; they've had the best form for the last.
And then they make it.
They know the World Cup. So don't really.
It's so unpredictable. Tournament football, cup. Like, sometimes you watch FA Cup and a non-league team will beat like a. Do you know what I mean? That it's just so unpredictable. The only thing you can go by is your eyes when the game starts. You just have to turn
up on the day.
Yeah, you just
have to turn up on the day.
That's it. Yep, that's it. Let us know your thoughts on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube as well. That's it for myself, Big Will, Coach Dan, AJ, and of course the lovely Tima.
Hey guys, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Signing out.
I forgot to say that.
There's only 3 wise men we'll listen to. It's the front three, no, it's the front three. There's only 3 wise men we'll